What are the implications or the ethical implications of the doctrine of creation? Let me suggest three ways in which the doctrine of creation ought to shape our thinking and behavior. First, the doctrine of creation reminds us that the universe as a whole and we as individuals are dependent. We're not independent. We're part of this shared creative realm. That is, we aren't autonomous. We don't control our own existence. We have an obligation to think of our relationship to God and a responsibility to Him. Now, that also has implications for how we think about the world around us. To be sure, as I've suggested, humans do have a distinct and unique place in creation, but we are, though we are in the image of God, we are also stewards of His creation. So with respect, for example, to the environment, there are some implications. We can't just despoil the environment. We can't just undercut the world God has created. We have to care for it and nurture it in a thoughtful sort of way. Second, we recognize that God's work is unique. His creative work is unique. There's an absolute distinction between what God does and what we do. We are creative. We, in a sense, mirror God in some respect by our creativity. We invent things, we create things. But we do it in a different way. We always use the stuff God has provided us. We build from the building blocks He's given us. So everything we build, as wonderful as it may be, still, in a sense, ultimately draws attention back to God and His goodness and His provision. Finally, the doctrine of creation reminds us that matter is not intrinsically evil. That is, matter is created good. Again, we live in a fallen world, and that puts some complexities on that. But in a sense, we ought to say, because this world is good, we ought to eat, drink, and enjoy the world that God has given to us. To give glory to God for all the good things He has, to enjoy the pleasures of our bodies and the good things He's provided, the food and drink and fellowship that we have. We can be thankful for God's provision through creation.